Counseling can be really helpful in this process. First, to help you individually or as a couple to make the decision about whether to divorce. Second, divorce is a major life transition, and it can be very helpful to have additional support for yourself, again individually or as a couple, going through the process. I've found counseling to be very helpful for my clients to help them stay centered during the transition and also to avoid acting out emotional issues in connection with the child and financial issues in their resolution. Not all counselors are alike, and it will be worth doing some research for the type of counseling that you're seeking, including asking about the counselor's experience and point of view about divorce. It's also important to understand that the issues related to the children, where they live and spend their time, operate on a slightly different track than the financial issues. Many of the same principles apply in that there is a tremendous common interest in protecting the children and preserving the financial assets, and how you structure the process will be critical to carry these out. For example, with respect to the children, if you cannot agree on a plan, a mediation process is mandatory, whereas in the financial area, it's completely voluntary.
As parents make choices about the kinds of processes that they're going to use to assist them through the divorce process, the benefits of more collaborative models are that they may have the opportunity, which is a tremendous benefit to their children long term, to develop models of dispute resolution, of decision making, of communication that strengthen the functionality of the linkage between the two households. The goal of divorce, as it relates to children, is to come up with a parenting plan. These parenting plans, ideally, are generated by agreement. That's why in most states, mediation, which is that kind of collaborative process, is mandatory for parents dealing with child custody issues. When mediation fails, when parents can't make agreements about their children and a parenting plan, they move into what's called an evaluation. An evaluation is a study that comes up with findings about the family, children's needs, the parents' competencies, and makes recommendations about a parenting plan that will best meet the needs of the children. Many courts have designed an alternative dispute resolution process to the courts called parenting coordinators. Essentially, these are mental health professionals or attorneys who work with the family with the authority of the court to continue to resolve day-to-day disputes that come up between parents. The hope is, with some intensive care, that these parents can begin to disengage from each other and create structures that minimize conflict, and at the very least have a readily available process to resolve their disputes when they engage in them.